Good day everyone. So for today's video on stenography, our lesson is all about brief forms, phrasing, and punctuation. We will also have a sentence drill kung unsaon pag transcribe ang isa ka stenography notes into a longhand notes. Okay, for the brief forms, so first natong tun-an is si brief forms. Okay, so from the brief forms, kaning brief forms is mga shortcut ni siya nga mga kanang stroking, and then makaporma siya or pag i-transcribe nimo is isa na siya ka word. Okay, sa brief forms, ang ginagamit ani are the consonants and the vowels. So from the previous video, we've already learned about the consonants and vowels. So I hope familiar na sila, na-memorize na ang mga stroking. So karon atong tun-an ang brief forms in relation to the consonants and vowels. So for the letter K, ang iyahang sign is, diba, inani iyang stroke. Okay. For the letter K, ang iyaha da yung word nga matranscribe ana nga sign or ana nga stroke sa K is the word can. Okay? For the letter G, nga ang stroke niya is kanisiya, ang word nga matranscribe ana is the word go and good. So nakuha, kung kani ang makita ninyo sa stenography notes, matranscribe ninyo na siya as can. If kani inyong makita sa stenography notes, kani ang matranscribe ninyo nga mga word, the go and the good. Next is the R. Okay. For the R, ang iyahang stroke is paingon ana. Right? Okay. So ang matranscribe nimo ana nga word is tulo ka buok. R, our, and our. Okay. So, mo na siya ang transcription sa R. Next letters are the letter L. So, if the letter L, ang ihang sign kay inana, ang iha dayang transcription is duha. Will and well. Okay, nakuha? For the letter N, ang iyahang sign or ang iyang stroking is a short horizontal line. Ang iyaha yung transcription in words is the in and not. Okay. For the letter M, ang iyahang sign or iyang stroke is the longer version of letter N. It is transcribed as or more. Okay? Next nga letters is the letter T. Okay. For the letter T, nani man letter T, slanted siya gamay. So for the letter T, it is transcribed as it and at. Okay. Kuha? It and at. For the letter D, which is the longer version of letter T, is ang iyahang word nga matranscribe is the word would. Kuha. For the letter H, which is ang letter H is tuldok lang siya, right? If you remember your consonants. So, ang letter H, ang iyahang transcription nga word is a and an. Okay? So, for the letter T, it's it and at. For the letter D, it's would. For the letter H, it's a and n. Next letters are the letter or the consonant TH. For the consonant TH, di ba naatay duha ka buok nga stroking niya? Kaning ingon ani o kanang ingon ana. So, kung kani ang naa sa inyong stenography notes, matranscribe na siya as the. Pag kani po ang inyong makitaan sa inyong stenography notes, nga angay ninyong i-transcribe, matranscribe na siya to there and there. So, for this stroke of TA, for this stroke, for the TH consonant, is matranscribe siya as the. For this stroke, is transcribe siya as there and there. Okay? Next letter is the letter A, the vowel A. So, the vowel A, ang iyahang sign kay ingon ana or ang iyang stroke is a big circle. Then, matranscribe na nimo siya as I. Kuha, I. Next nga, vowel nga included ani nga brief form is the letter E. For the letter E, diba, smaller version siya ni letter A. And then letter E is transcribed as he. So, this is for the TH, this is for the A, and this is for the E. So, we are done with the brief forms. You have to memorize the stroking, kanisha, the signs, the stenography strokes, and then the transcription on each strokes, kay para pag mag-transcribe mo og stenography notes, sayo na dayon sa inyo ha. So, dili lang ni siya tanaw-tanawon, you have to practice the strokes and you have to memorize the transcription on each strokes of the consonants and vowel letters. So, now, we will proceed to the phrasing. So, the next topic that we will be discussing is the phrasing. Okay. In phrasing, this is used to join, this phrasing is used on joining of simple words and is a great help to accuracy and speed in writing shorthand. And it requires, or its acquirement should not be deferred until the habit of writing common words separately have been formed. So, ang phrasing is, in shorthand, ginasumpay nila ang mga simple words. So, what are these simple words nga ma-fall sa phrasing? Nga dili siya ma-fall sa brief forms. Kaya ang brief forms, isa lang siya ka-stroke, is kani nga stroke, di ba? Letter K man siya nga stroke. But you can transcribe that as the word can. But in phrasing is duha siya ka word and then napurma siya into one stroke. Okay. So, example, the word I will. For the word I will, di ba, I is ang iyahang stroke is kaning circle. For the will is the letter L. Now, in phrasing is you have to join the two letters, the two consonants or the two stenography strokes. Okay. So, pag sumpay ninyo ana, I will. So, gikan diri sa sulod, pa gawas. So, ingana pagporma si I will. From here to there. So, muna siya si I will. Okay, nakuha. So, diba, duha sila ka word. Dayon nahimo din silang isa ka stenography stroke. Next phrasing is the words he can. Okay. So, the he can, diba ang he is, ang iyahang stroke is the small circle or the letter E. Ang can is kaning letter K nga consonants. So, when you join together the two strokes, stenography strokes, is he can. Okay. Gikan diri padulong dera. He can. Kuha. Diba, ang ganina I will is I will. There, adto, dera. Ang he can is gikan sa sulod, sa ilalom I mean, dayon pagawas, then pakurba. Nakuha, so muna siya ang he can. Next phrasing is the it will. So, wala siyang niingon ka ganina nga, in your brief forms, you have to memorize the strokes and the transcription for you to be able to transcribe also the phrasing kay connected sila. Okay, for the word it will, ang iyahang letter or ang stroke nga ga-represent sa iyaha sa it is the letter T. And ang stroke nga ga-represent sa will is ang L. Okay? So, kung isimuhan ng isumpay, it will. Okay? Kung giunsa nimo pagpurma, si, T, diba si T is written forward. So, forward. And then, si L pod is a written forward consonant. So, forward yapon siya. Dili ka magsulat nga, ang kaning pagsulatan is up to the right dayon. Dili ka magsulat nga it will. Dapat kanang continuous ang imuhang stroking. Kay kung mag-ana pa ka, diba, kanang mura siya o kanang gihago ron nimo ko galingon. So if diretso siya, it to will. So padulong sa babaw dayon to the right. Muna siya ang it will. Okay. For the next or the last phrasing on this lesson is the in the. So in stenography, daghan mga type of brief forms, daghan pud nga mga type of phrasing. But later on, you will learn that as the lesson goes by, as mag-progress ta sa ato ang lesson. So the last phrasing for this lesson is the in the. So ang in the, ang nagrepresent sa iyahang nga stroke or consonants is ang letter N. And then, ang nagrepresent din nga consonants or stroke sa the is ang katong pinakulob nga TH. So, pag isumpay nimo na sila in the. So, kung giunsa nimo sulat si in, diba, si N, written forward. And then, si TH is also a written forward. So, dili ka magsulat pa ana, mag-ana na pud ka. So, it should be continuous. All of the strokes in stenography should be a continuous stroke. In the. So, to the right, dayon, to the right nga pina-curve. Nakuha? So, let us review on the phrasing. So, for the I will, ang iyahang stroke is I in the combination of L. A nga consonants with the combination of L and is read or transcribed as I will. Next phrase is he can. So the he can is represented by the stroke on the letter E. Okay. On the letter E and then C. On the letter E and the letter K. So, muna siyang he can. This is read as he can. Next is the it will. Represent the letter T and the letter L. And this stroke is transcribed as it will. Last phrasing for this lesson is the in the. So, in the is represented by the letter N and the letter TH. So, those are your first set of phrasing. So, if the brief forms, i-memorize nimo, i-memorize po dayon nimo ang phrasing also, because these are great help for you to transcribe the shorthand notes. Next lesson, the very important also, tanan mangguro important no nga mga lesson. So, tanan gyud dapat tun-an. Okay. The punctuation. So, natay mga punctuation sa shorthand. So, dili ta sa shorthand, dili ta diretso magsuwat og ana. Dili ta magsulat og ana. Dili ta ana. Dili pud ta ana. Naatay lahi nga type, lahi nga mga punctuation. The same as your alphabet, di ba? The alphabet is ang A niya is kanisya sa English alphabet. Ang A sa alphabet sa shorthand is kaning circle. So, in the punctuation, naatay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nga type of punctuation. Okay. First nga punctuation is the period. Period represents in the shorthand as ingon ana. Nakaslant siya dayon to the right ang iyang stroke. Downward ang iyahang stroke. For the paragraph, kanang greater than. For the interrogation or question mark, ang iyahang sign as punctuation in the shorthand is the X mark. And then, for the dash is duha ka linya. Ana. Pinaslant gamay then duha ka linya nga parallel silang duha. Pinaslant gamay. So this is your period, this is your paragraph, this is your interrogation or question mark, and this is your dash. Another type of punctuations are the hyphen. Okay. For the hyphen, if the dash is longer, then the hyphen is shorter. Two parallel lines pero slanted gamay. Last type of punctuations is the parenthesis. Okay, for the parenthesis, ana lang siya Pareha siya sa parenthesis sa atong normal nga writing, pero naa siya duha ka linya sa isig ka kilid. So mo na siya si parenthesis. So this is your hyphen and this is your parenthesis. Okay, let us review. So let us review the period. Ang iyang sign sa stenography is slanted to the right, downward ang stroke. For the paragraph, ang iyang sign is greater than. Ang iyang interrogation is the X mark. Dayon ang dash is duha ka slanted nga parallel lines. And then the hyphen is duha ka parallel lines slanted and shorter than the dash. Last is the parenthesis. For the parenthesis, pareha lang siya sa normal nga parenthesis, na lang siya linya sa isig ka kilid. So these are your punctuations in stenography. Kung ang brief form gi-memorize, ang phrases gi-memorize, memorizeon gyapon ang punctuations. Kay basin maglibog ta nga hala unsa na ni, mag-period na ba ko, mag-paragraph na ba ko, question mark ba ni siya? So dapat ka-memorize kita. Okay? Additional information. Okay, capital letters in stenography is represent siya or nag-indicate og two short dashes beneath the word. For example is, ang imuhang ngalan is Ben. Okay. Imong ngalan is Ben. So, ang stenography ana is Ben. Dayon kay noun man ni siya. So, ang imuhang dili day noun. Kay pangalan man ni siya, din na lang ta kay kita mga yung English no, pasensya jud kayo. So kay pangalan man ni siya, ang imuha dayong ibutang is butangan nimo og two short dashes sa ilalom para pag example kanila ang gihatag the shorthand notes, matranscribe din nimo siya as Ben. Okay, nakuha? If nakuha, then very good. So we are done practicing or learning about the brief forms, the phrasing, and the punctuations, which are very important when you are learning stenography. So dapat i-memorize to ninyo sila because in transcribing stenography into or shorthand into longhand is very useful kaayo to silang tulo. So now we will have a sentence drill. So kani sila mga shorthand notes ni sila or mga shorthand sentences. Ato silang i-transcribe into longhand. Okay. So maguna ta ani. So if you remember, kani siya nga stroke is sa atong brief form hina siya. Dayon sa atoang brief form again, kani nga stroke is can. Kung imo na siyang isumpay, isa na siya ka phrasing, right? He can. So imo din siyang i-transcribe as he can. So muna siya ang longhand. This type of writing is called, this kanang transcription is called longhand in stenography. Next, this stroke or letter is the letter G in stenography. And the letter G in stenography is transcribed as go or good. So hamay mas kanang kuan angay sa iyaha nga transcription, he can good or he can go. Diba ang go? So butang nimo diri he can go. The next is kaning stroke sa TH. Diba ang stroke sa TH is duha. Natay ana, napoy ana. Kani is transcribed as the. And then kani is transcribed as there and there. So he can go there. He can go there. Diba kung sa Bisaya pa, makaadto siya didto, there. Okay, next. Kani siya nga stroke, diba, represent na siya or transcribe na siya as in. He can go there in. Right? He can go there in. So he can go there in. Next is kaning tuldok. So the tuldok is transcribed as he, transcribed as a and an. So sa imong sentence, he can go there in a. So di siya pwede an. So he can go there in a, in an, and then kani siya nga stroke is the letter R, right? But the letter R is transcribed as 3. He can as 3. R, our, and our. So in your sentence, he can go there in an. So dili siya pwedeng R, dili po siya pwedeng our. So our. So our gid siya oras. He can go there in an hour. And then kani dayon siya is katong ato ang punctuation nga period. Okay, so as you can see, you really have to memorize, understand the strokes and its transcription by brief forms and phrasing as well as punctuations. Next, in the sentence is kani nga stroke. So kani siya I, di ba? I man ni siyang dako nga circle. Then kaning taas nga kanang kuan pinakurba is the L. And then kana ding gamay nga linyang horizontal is N. So I, the L is transcribed as will and well, and then the N is in and not. So kani siya, if imo siyang i-transcribe, I will not. Okay, susulat nimo I will not. Okay. And then the next nga stroke is the letter G, which is transcribed as go and good. So from your sentence, the start of your sentence is I will not. So maingon ba kag I will not good? So maingon jud kag I will not go. So matranscribe nimo siya as go. And then kanida yon is the punctuation in period. So mana siyang he can go there in an hour. I will not go. So nakuha. Next nga sentence drill. Okay. Kani siya nga stroke is the letter T. But the letter T is transcribed as it and at. So it and at. So it. Sulayan nato si it ha. Pwede po sulayan po ninyo si at diha sa inyong kuan on your own. So sulayan nato si it. So it. Dayon the letter D, kani siya nga stroke is the letter D and transcribed as would. And then kaning gamay nga linya is the letter N, which is transcribed as not and in. So kay nag-start man ta sa it, imong pagbasa dayon is it would. It would man siya. So it would in dili maayo nga kanang sentence construction. So it would not, di ba? So it would not. Okay. So if in stenography is ibalik-balik nimo og pronounce ang isa ka word para mabalaan nimo ang mga stroking or mga kanang prominent nga mga sounds sa letters para kabalo ka unsa nga mga consonants nga mga letters ang imong i-represent sa stroking. Sa pag-transcribe po nimo is magsulay-sulay po ka kung unsaon nimo pag-transcribe, unsay mas kanang angay-angay bitaw nga mga words nga paminaw nimo kay kanang readable siya nga sentence. Okay. Kung moingon kag it at would in sa lugar, mo maglain paminawon. So it would not, tigin mo lain paminawon, lain gid siya paminawon. So next is the go, the letter G. Letter G is transcribed as go and good. So it would not go or it would not good. So good ang iyahang transcription. It would not go. I'm sorry. It would not go. It would not go. And then this stroke is the L, which is transcribed as will and well. So it would not go will nga I or well. So sa imuhang pagkanang kuan pagsabot is it would not go well. Dayon kani siya transcribe as in and at. It would not go well in. And then kani siya is the there and there. Diba? There nga didto og there nga ilaha. So it would not go there. It would not go well in there. So kanidayon siya is your punctuation nga tuldok. Kinakuha. So from the stenography notes to the longhand transcription. Last sentence drill. So the last sentence drill, kaning gamay nga circle is mo man na siya ang E, but it is transcribed as he. And then this long stroke nga pina-curve ang ilalom is our L and is transcribed as will and well. So, and then kaning gamay nga linya is the letter N transcribed as in and not. So, he will not. O, diba? So, kung isa ka stenographer in a court stenographer and then longhand imong gamiton, diba ka ng time consuming kaayo siya. But when you use the stenography, dili siya time consuming kay continuous man ang stroke sa stenography or the shorthand. Next is the letter G, which is transcribed as go and good. So, he will not go. Dayon kani siya nga stroke is the TH, which is transcribed as there and there. So, didto og ilaha. So, he will not go there. And then, the letter L, kani nga stroke is the letter L and is transcribed as will and well. So, he will not go there, will. And then, kaning gamay nga circle is the letter E, which is transcribed as he. So, he. And then, kanida yung X mark is ang atong punctuation nga interrogation, which is the question mark. So, he will not go there. Will he? So, you see, ayun na ang pag-transcribe sa mga stenography notes. Okay, so I hope you learned something from this video, from the brief forms, phrases, to punctuations, and to our 3 sentence drills on how you will transcribe a shorthand to a longhand. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something. See you in the next video.